And here goes part 2 of the semifinals between Melkor and Janik. Melkor picked civilizations, it's now Vikings against Goth. Melkor picking Vikings for himself and Janik with Goth. Melkor actually luring 3 deer in very early on from inside his base. The third gold and the second stone are forward, but inside for him, good map actually. Main gold safe in the back, main stone safe in the back, and the second gold also safe in the back, so gold-wise he should be really fine. He's actually milling extra berries inside his base. Interesting decision, maybe could have put a TC here later on as the Vikings. I guess he wants to go at least 3 TCs, maybe 4. He's got 5 sheep remaining because he lured in all the deer. So looks a solid build order, except for the fact that Janik is a little bit ahead. I think Janik just did loom, Melkor has loom as well. So Melkor had a little bit of idle time while trying to lure the last deer in, as far as I could see that. Let's go for Janik's map right now. Janik's map is pretty good as well. He had deer inside, I think 4 of them. He lured them in. He's got the main gold forward, not too nice. And the main stone also forward. The third gold, this is actually the third gold forward inside, 1 relic inside his base. And then we have the second gold safe in the back, an extra gold in the back, and the second stone also safe in the back. That's nice to have for Goth. He didn't need to open the walls, so he for now has stone walls all around his map, and if Melkor was to push, he doesn't need to care about a palisade wall or something like that. Janik on the way to feudal age right now. Melkor hasn't clicked up yet. Janik is not on stone, so we're not going to see an early castle, but I guess 3 TCs trying to boom, maybe get a few relics in. You can see 2 more relics here close to his base and relatively close as well. And then there's 2 more that are a little bit closer to Melkor, I guess, but still in reach for Janik. Janik actually going with the barracks, so I'm expecting stables then. I didn't see the wood count for Janik, but stables. It's not a bad idea, I guess. Barracks a little bit late, shouldn't be a problem. 2 villagers on a stable and 1 on the blacksmith should be in time. 2 more villagers coming in, but only 1 villager building that stable, and that means he probably is going to go for 3 villagers. Then he's also a little bit low on gold at this point. Not the perfect build order, not sure what happened here. Is he going to idle his TC or make 1 more villager? Looks like a little bit of idle time waiting for the stable and blacksmith to finish. And there we go. Up to castle age. Melkor just now reaching feudal age. He's also on 27 pop. He's going to go +2 here. And he's going with the barracks, blacksmith, barracks also late, and a stable as well. So we're going to see similar idea, taking a little bit of map control. Melkor is a huge fan of going military units in early castle age, like scouts or archers. I think mostly scouts. And that means we're going to see a little bit of fight for the relics. 3 villagers on the gold right now, and also Melkor clicking up. The relics coming in for Janik. Is he going for the first scout already? No, I think he wants to wait for... Did he do the force color upgrade? I guess he did, so he could go for a scout right now. He's not doing that yet. Double bricks coming in from Melkor. Not sure about that. We have extra gold and extra stone on the left hand side. The other extra gold, as we could see, is inside Janik's base. Let's wait for the first encounters here. Go a little bit faster, like 85 speed actually. And waiting for Janik to build, I guess not scouts then, but knights? Is he doing anything? Is he building the stables just in case? I'm assuming we're going to see TCs. Yes, monastery coming up, TC coming up on the main gold. And I think another TC will come in very soon. Maybe back here on the woodline or maybe on the stone. I prefer to see a TC on the woodline, to be honest. We have 1 scout right now for Janik moving forward. Same though for Melkor. And let's go to Melkor, see what he's doing. What is he up to? 1 TC coming up, monastery coming up, TC on the main gold as well. And I guess also a second TC or third TC in total coming up soon. Now there's scouts in the field for Melkor. He's got 3 of them right now. And of course the monks on the way also coming in. I'm assuming we're going to see, yes, knights actually coming in from Janik. And trying to convert a scout. Is he successful? I think he was able to convert 1 of those. He lost the monk for that. And now there is 2 scouts from Melkor inside Janik's base. Janik is going with 30C or not? Yeah, 30C on the main stone actually. A few farms coming around. Those scouts are not going to survive for too long. And this one is about to go down as well. First relic actually inside for Janik. That was the one from inside his own base. And we can see the first relic coming in from Melkor. 30C, I like this. On the woodline, enough space for a few farms. Once he's cutting these 2 trees, he can fit another farm here, maybe 1 inside here. And now the knight against 2 scouts right now. Janik is in time to get the monk to safety, collecting a second relic. He's on 50 population and pop locked actually. Quick house coming up here. We have knight and scout against 2 scouts, and I'm assuming, yes, Melkor is going to send the monk to try and grab that relic. Janik, can you see the other relic? He can. He's now moving forward, and the monk is about to pick that up. And, ooh, that's not good for Melkor. He cannot see the relic close to his base. He's missing it by a tile or 2, maybe. He still hasn't scouted that properly. And now I'm assuming Janik should go around on the other side and try to find that relic, try and grab it. Melkor may find it later on, and villager numbers are a little bit better for Melkor, who's got wheelbarrow and handcart for free, of course, so his food income will be a little bit better. And now Melkor can see the relic, he's turning around the monks, he's going to try and convert the scout, not happening, but the monks are pretty safe. Problem is, Janik's monks are faster. Look at this, monk run here for that relic, and the scout able to pick up one monk. Now that means we're going to see conversion attempts here, one scout being converted, the other is going down, and Janik is able to grab that. Is that relic number 4 done for him? I'm not sure. University coming up. Looks like both players are going to Imperial Age very soon. Both players have the resources actually. Janik with enough stone for a castle as well. And relic number 4 coming in. Nice success for him. Melkor wasn't able to grab the relics. He didn't see the one close to his base. A little bit unlucky maybe, but Janik played a little bit better. He had the relic advantage. Melkor should have gotten 2 of them. Right now he has only got 1. Castle on the way, handcart, heavy plow, Imperial Age. And I guess while Janik is upping, Melkor probably missed the building, but did he make a second building university here in the back? And this mill hasn't been built yet. Yeah, that looks better. Both players on the way to aim. The question is, what are players going to do here? Are we going to see a castle for Melkor now as well? Is he going for berserks maybe? Actually, scout production is still continuing, not sure about that. Maybe he wants to counter those monks that Janik is sending in right now, but I don't see why scouts and Lightcav would be a good choice here. Lightcav actually coming in. What is this going to be? Vikings going Lightcav? A little bit strange in my opinion. It's got a 75 speed. I want to know what Janik is about to do here. Chainmail armor coming in, 2-man saw. Imperial Age is done. No upgrades except for the 2-man saw. There's the barracks coming up. Are we going to see fortune crop rotation? Men-at-arms. So we're going to see standard infantry. 4 barracks right now. It's going to go a bit more. The Lightcav going down. I guess this Lightcav was converted even. And what else? Are we going to see... no, not anarchy, but perfusion maybe. And conscription would be a good idea. Fortune coming in. Longswordsman is on the way. Resources for Janik looking decent. Food is pretty low because it costs a lot to upgrade those to champions actually. While, what do we have for Melkor? Chainmail armor. Squires, 2-man saw coming in. Is he going for a castle now? Yes, he's got a lot of resources. Double castle coming up for him. They're late, and he's got enough stone for castle number 3 as well, doing elite berserks. But he doesn't have military units yet, and those villagers are only starting now to take the forward stone, which is not a best idea. I think he should have taken it a long time ago. The siege workshop is going up. The Lightcav won't be able to take down all the villagers. Trebuchet now moving forward to see what's happening inside Melkor's base. That should give Janik a lot of information about the front of the base. You can see the golden stone. There's no more. And now the Trebuchet, of course, starting to hit. Yeah, what's going down the stables here. Mangonel as well. Fortified wall coming in from Melkor. He wants to buy more time. The problem is Janik will have champions ready very soon, and he will be able to spam a lot of them. Market coming up for Janik actually. Forward market, yeah, that's the new meta, the new strategy. And we have Melkor. Does he have 3 castles? And yes, Berserker gun on the way, and he's going for Berserks, but not starting protection yet. I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't produce at this point. I think he needs the military units very soon. He's trying to fully wall himself in. Interesting strategy in my opinion. Let's go a little bit faster, see what progress Janik can make here. The mine camp going down, the stable will be next. And how many military units in the field? 26 against 10. It's really not a lot at this point. God could have a lot more, but Blast Furnace coming in from both players, and Janik actually doing Onager upgrade. This is interesting. Perfusion now, it's very important. And the first 200 swordsmen, soon to be champions, hopefully, will go in against fully upgraded elite berserks. This could be interesting. Melkor should have the better unit, but he's not gonna have an easy time to mass those berserks. And if there's 1 or 2 good Onager shots, like this one is gonna try and hit those berserks, then Melkor may actually be in trouble, but Melkor going out now, hunting down villagers, taking out a trebuchet. Elite berserks are doing a good job. They are faster than the champions, they're going to be able to hunt down onagers as well. But he needs more units, and as you can see, there's 50% more units, military units on the field right now for Janik. He has a lot more champions than Melkor has. Elite berserks he's producing out of 3-4 castles. Now I like those 4 castles in the back actually, protecting the second gold. The main gold, where was that? Probably ran out. Yes, the problem for Janik will be, for Melkor, sorry, is that his third gold is really not easy to access right now. And while the champions are inside his base, it's not going to be easy to exaggerate that. For now, this mining camp not even going up because there's 2 champions sitting in that villager and a forward castle here for Janik. I like this. Janik probably can see the extra resources as well. Yes, he does. So he should actually go for those. In my opinion, he's got a lot of resources in the bank, and he can produce champions as long as he wants to right now. He's going to be housed very soon, or it should be. A lot of fighting going on. Berserk's trying to kill the villagers maybe, but this castle probably going up, more barracks on the way. And maybe Janik could think about hand cannoneers. Fletching coming in though for the castle, I guess. Is he going for more onagers? Not right now. Castle is up. This is going to help Janik a lot here, and there's still enough champions to be able to fight these berserks, but not at this point. Wow, they're going down fast here. What is Janik doing? He's producing more, but he's sending them into a huge number of elite berserks, and that's a mistake. He's going to lose all these champions really fast here. Looks like Melkor got the advantage at this point. He's being defensive. Oh, he's sending petards to take down the castle. Look at this, that's one petard. Number 2 and 3, this castle is hitting elite berserks around. Actually one trebuchet as well. Janik doing both Conquerors, it's not going to help him a lot. And suddenly Melkor has a lot more military units. What has Janik been doing? He's fought such a terrible fight here against too many elite berserks. He should have gone back maybe. And he didn't have the numbers that he needs. The castle went down. 2 onagers in the siege workshop. They're not going to help him a lot here at this point. Looks like Melkor is about to win this game with one of his favorite civilizations, I think. As far as I know, Melkor favors Vikings over a lot of different civilizations. He also used them in the KOTD tournament, and he was successful with that actually. I love this game. So let's see how he's going to finish Janik here, because I think that's what's going to happen. At least that's my guess right now. Melkor is fully boomed, he's got fully upgraded elite berserks, his gold count is still looking decent, and he's now finally taking this gold. So he should be able to mass more and more elite berserks, and with the trebuchets behind that, he's going to be able to take down the forward buildings. Bracer chemistry coming in for Janik finally, a little bit too late. Not sure how good hand cannons are against those elite berserks, but we have Melkor with an easy switch to elite skirmishers in my opinion. It shouldn't be a big problem. And those elite berserks are actually pretty strong, and that healing, the Berserker Gang unique technology is actually helping him so much. Now there goes 3 petards to open the walls here fast. House will go down too, and there's the first elite berserks going inside almost. Palisade walls coming up behind, but not going in yet. Oh, finally, a house going down. A lot of idle villages actually for Janik right now, and there's elite berserkers moving in. At the same time, champions are moving forward to try and counterattack inside Melkor's base, but the champion, the berserks inside Janik's base are gonna do a hell of a lot of damage, because Janik is pretty open inside his base, and those champions that were forward are being cleaned up really fast. This could be the GG within minutes now. Military numbers looking very good for Melkor right now. Janik is gonna try and produce as fast as he possibly can. He actually TC'd that extra gold, makes sense. But is it enough? Janik got 5k gold in the bank. This is crazy. How's the food prices? Can we see that? Janik doesn't have a market. Wow, that's so bad. He doesn't have a lot of wood. He doesn't have a market. He needs a market desperately. Oh my god. And he's not able to get enough food in. So he's got so much gold in the bank. Market prices. Can we see that actually? Let me check what is happening. Now the last elite berserk is actually going out again. There's the market. Very important building for Janik right now. And Janik probably buying food soon. What's the market price here for food? 81. It's quite... not really expensive. Siege engineers on the way from Melkor now is put up a castle here, is going for that extra gold. I think he's gonna be able to take this game. And Janik still sitting on 6k gold and not doing anything with that. Doesn't have enough barracks. Needs to buy wood actually to get more barracks up, I guess. That's something he isn't doing right now. He doesn't have a lot of lumberjacks. Actually, let me check that number 2. Lumberjacks 11 from Janik. That's not going to be enough. He's got 82 farmers, a very good number, but only 11 lumberjacks. That's not going for too long. And elite berserks, look at that, how strong they are. The champions are fully upgraded. Of course, they're missing the +4 defense upgrade because that's not available. But Melkor is taking map control right now. He's going to the middle. He's sending more petards to just maybe break the castle or break into the base. And actually, there's more elite berserks inside Janik's base. Janik is in trouble. 120 villagers, but not all of them working, more like half of them. And this is not looking good for him. He's still sitting on 5k gold. I haven't seen a resigning player with 5k plus gold for a very long time, but Melkor put up so much pressure, and Janik was not able to mass enough units. He's got 46 military units, but he was never able to like get to 100, something like that. He needed to invest a lot into food, in my opinion. He didn't do that, and in the end, calling GG. Too much raiding going on. Very strong game from Melkor. Let's go into the Switch Civilizations game number 5. And Melkor now off to a terrible start because he just lost the villager to the boar here like 1 game minute ago. And the boar running back again with the god. That should not happen. Another villager in danger of going down. And finally the boar is closely underneath the TC, but this was not good for Melkor. He's struggling a little bit. He's got 4 deer inside, he's got 1, 2 relics inside, so the map actually not looking too bad in first glance. He's got a main gold somewhat side backish, not sure how you can call this. Second stone, a main stone safe on the back, but the second gold forward outside, the third gold in that little corner outside. So gold wise is not looking too good. Same goes for Janik, main gold on the far end, but forward, second gold forward outside, third gold forward outside. He's got 1 relic inside at least. The other 2 relics actually close to Melkor's base, and he's got the second stones on the side baggage and the main stone safe in the back. So actually going aggressive might be a good option here, because 3 golds forward and 3 golds forward more or less. This could be actually taken from inside the base if you would like wall here, and it's not a big problem. But the main gold for Melkor I think a little bit safer. Problem for Melkor is he had a terrible start. 4 deer inside are gonna help him a little bit, but Janik is up to fuel age already. We can see the barracks for Melkor actually. Janik also going with the stable. Again, we're going to see a very similar build order to last game. Probably a very similar game for now. Question is anybody going like really aggressive forward? How do you regard against Vikings? We've seen that the Vikings with elite berserks are really strong, and we have actually stable and market coming up here for Melkor. I like the idea. Having a market is never a bad idea in like early to mid castle age to maybe be able to balance the economy. Janik, I see his scouts out already. There's 1 military unit for each player, but I think Janik probably got the first hit in, so he's got a little bit of an advantage. Also, he's up to castle age faster, so he's sending a villager forward to actually build a monastery in the middle of the map. He opened the walls for that, and with the Vikings, of course, he can do that, no problem. He's got a lot of villagers on gold here, 6. Now, one of them is building a TC, and probably third TC coming up very soon. We have a siege workshop coming up next. The monastery is in the middle, first monk on the way, and now this villager should be not safe, but like a little safer. And also Janik scout running away. Janik going for the knight here, and the monk is going to try and convert a scout. Not happening. Siege workshops up though. Janik is going to play aggressive with the Vikings. Interesting approach. I like to see a little bit of a different game compared to the last game. But now the villager finally went down. Good job here from Melkor. Let me go on 75 speed. Check Janik's 30 Cs. Does he have his 30 C up? Not yet. He's got a lot of wood in the bank. He could go for that, but it's not happening. Same goes for Melkor. Second TC on the main goal close to the woodline. I like this TC. He's housed on 40. He cannot afford the 30C yet. Mangonel is out here for Janik, and I think we're going to see a siege workshop in a defensive position here for Melkor very soon. He's doing light cav actually. And 3 scouts plus monk. He can go light cav, but one getting converted really fast, the other one dying too. Wow, the knight and first the mangonel. That was a really bad engagement. Janik has all the advantages you can get. He's collecting more relics. He's gonna get all 3 that were in the open. The 2 open and 1 inside his base, and he's sending more mangonels to attack the walls now. And of course Goth cannot rebuild the stone wall, so once Melkor is open, he's gonna have a harder time to re-wall than Janik would have with the Vikings. Melkor doing both so right now. He's getting up at 30C, close to those small trees, or not small tree patch, and close to second stone. I like the TC placements actually. Right hand side though is pretty open. Maybe it would have been better to put the TC right here, cut that straggler tree, and maybe go close to the main stone. It's not a problem though. The problem for him is Janik is going to attack from the middle here, and the gold for Melkor at least is safe. I think that's maybe the main intention for the 30C. The gold keeps pretty safe here. A light cav moving out to take down a monk, but 1 light cav cut converted again, and 3 mangonels are still safe. Melkor has invested a lot into the scouts and light cav, and Janik didn't have to, and that's why they're probably roughly on similar villager numbers, while Janik has invested a lot into those mangonels. No siege workshop up yet for Melkor as far as I can see. Interesting decision. These walls are about to go down. If Janik would go back with the mangonels, he's going to attack the gate now. Not sure why, and we're going to see a few spearmen on the field just to help out the monks to defend from the light cav. The light cav now moving around from the other side, trying to get the villager down, and 2 light cav getting converted for 2 monks. Not sure if that's a good trade here. Maybe it's not a bad trade, but Janik is close to picking up to Imperial Age, and he's still on the field with monks with the mangonels, and he can go in right now. Melkor doing handcart at this point, Janik doing loom. Pillage click is done, and Melkor at this point in the game nowhere close to clicking up to Imp with roughly the same villager numbers. So TC number 4 coming up for him, at least something. Don't like this far, but maybe we're gonna see a mining camp around here. And now with TC number 4, this could be dangerous. He's not enough, doesn't have enough stone to build a castle, and a forward castle instead coming in for Janik with the Vikings. This castle should go up. There's one defensive mangonel to help out, but 3 mangonels forward, and 1 for 1, 2 for 1 actually. Good job here for Janik, taking on a monk at the same time. Those spearmen are going to make sure that the light caps cannot do a lot. And we have the Imperial Age almost there with the forward cast, and Trebuchet is coming very soon. Melkor is in trouble. He wasn't able to defend here, isn't able to get a castle up, and he had a bad start, lost a few engagements, or it didn't play out too well for him. And right now, Skimmer block printing even coming in for the monks. Interesting decision. That mangonel should not be allowed to hit the trebuchet, and the trap instead is attacking this TC. Now there's the castle coming up for Melkor finally to protect the main stone. Also a few barracks on the way. I think we're going to see Huskarls very soon. Anarchy should be up for Melkor. And check, the resources are looking fine. I think 250 gold for Anarchy, is that correct? He's not going to be able to take up to him chainmail armor. What's happening with... yeah, Anarchy coming in for Melkor, forging as well. And we're going to see Castle Age Huskarls. Problem is, there is Berserks coming out now with +1 defense at least. Janik probably cannot afford Elite Berserks anytime soon, but he's not so far away actually. And he's got enough stone for that second castle coming up inside Melkor's base as well. Trebuchet hitting the castle now. This mangonel is going to get a good shot at the Trebuchet, a second shot. But it needs to go back now. Can the Berserks actually take down the mangonel? No, but the villagers are there to repair, and there's the defensive mangonel. And we're going to see 2 Trebuchets still standing, still hitting the castle or the siege workshop here. Huskarls now moving in, changing speed, taking down the mangonel. Trebuchet should be next, but the Huskarls are not going to be too strong against the Berserks. The only good thing is, like, we got the numbers right now, so he will be able to defend for some time at least. Both Canada Fortune coming in for Janik at this point. Is he done Elite Berserks? I don't think so. Check, where is it? No, standard Berserks here. And Berserks going down. The Huskarls are doing okay-ish here, and they may go back now. The castle went down, but we have the barracks that can create those Huskarls. And Janik still looking good, but at this point Melkor could defend. Question is, can he go up anytime soon? And now monasteries coming up. That's 1, 2 monasteries and a barracks. Actually 3 monasteries and a barracks. So Melkor knows or can see I'm going to face monks, and we know that Huskarls are really not too strong against monks. And those Vikings monks actually have the 12 range. That's all they need at this point. Don't need redemption or atonement in this game. You need the range on the monks in Imperial Age, and then those Huskarls will be a lot less threatening. And the Berserks actually should be good right now. Good upgrades on them. Bracer coming in actually to make the castle stronger. And Melkor is getting pushed in the corner. Now we're going to see a little bit of a Stark style game with the castle actually coming up forward. Not sure about that. Can you see the... ooh, this is open. Interesting. Could send Huskarls, and that would be a perfect counterattack. TC coming up on the right hand side, 1 TC up on the left. We may even see more TCs. I think it would be a good idea to go around and try to get more TCs, and I don't think we have extra resources on the map. I can't see any of them. And problem for Melkor may be the gold very soon, and the fact that his economy is not safe at this point. Now Ram's moving forward, and there's some monks in the middle to like heal up the Berserks as well as convert some Huskarls. This castle now is attacking the lumber camp, the lumber line. Pedard coming in, and the villagers trying to repair this stone wall, or building it, just building it, but this is open now. And we have a defensive castle coming up, and another siege workshop, double siege workshop here actually, nice to block this. Now at the same time inside Melkor's base we have a lot of Berserks and a few monks in the middle to try and get down the rest of this eco, and there's so many villagers. Berserks should just move into this lumber line and try to hit as many villagers as possible. Melkor 10 villagers ahead, but he has more idols, and only long swordsman for him because he's nowhere close to Imperial Age. This is looking bad for Melkor. He's trying to defend as good as he can, but he's not gonna find an easy way to get gold in. Maybe yeah, he's taking the 3rd gold actually. The 2nd gold is full in control of Melkor, of Janik. He is covering up the castle. And now the long swordsmen are moving in, but the Berserks should be stronger, and the monks are gonna heal, they're going to convert if they can, and like this, Melkor is losing a lot of military units. This could be GG very soon. The castle is going down next, and this castle may be soon under attack as well. There is more TCs coming up on the outside. I think a little bit too little, too late. He should have gone earlier to build TCs outside, try to get a good economy going, and then maybe come back to the standard infantry and sell a lot of resources. Of course, the champions are cheaper for the gods than a standard infantry unit. But still, Janik playing A very convincing game here, controlling everything. He had map control for pretty much all game, and Melkor finally calling GG. The castle is about to go down. His lumber line is not safe any longer, and those TCs on the outside with the farms are not going to give enough protection to those villagers, to the economy. So Janik going into the lead 3-2, and we're going to see, I think it was the Chinese war in game number 6, a match game here for Janik. This is actually looking good for Melkor right now. He's one full villager ahead, at least 1 point something probably, and he's got a way better map. He's got deer inside, he had the 2 boars inside, he's got 2 relics close to his base, second stone blocking that gate, not too nice, outside, third gold outside, but then we have the second gold, the main stone, the main gold safe in the back, and even an extra gold inside, a little bit of a back base. Ooh, he scouted that but didn't find the gold, too bad. Let's see if it's going to be game deciding. So his map looking pretty good here. Forward barriers doesn't really matter on arena, we all know that. As for Janik, his map is not really looking too good. He's got 1 boar outside here. Of course, he was able to lure that in. The third goal pretty far away outside. 1 relic close to his base. 1 relic inside his base. That's nice. Then we have the second stone outside on the far end. Could wall this if he wanted to. The third gold or second gold here forward outside. The main stone forward. The main gold is forward. He's got a back base with nothing in it, and that means he's not gonna have an easy time here. Janik needs to take these 2 sheep. He's gonna do that later on, I guess. He's first luring in the deer. I think he had, did he have 3 or 4 deer? So he was able to lure a lot of them. Now he's going on gold. Let's see what the players are going to do. And as we said, Melkor actually should be up a full villager. Both players on the way to feudal age right now. And could be interesting to see what the players are going to do. Usually Melkor prefers to have military units in early castle age. The question is it going to be Chukunu? And we see 234 stone, so that should mean Melkor is on stone actually. Yes, 3 villagers now in the mining camp. No, 2 for now. 2 villagers in stone, 3 on gold. You need 3 on gold with the Chinese because both players have done loom at the start. Makes a lot of sense. Actually, Janik had a bit of trouble to find his earlier on sheep. And both players should be able to click up to castle age after 2 more villagers in feudal age. So let's fast forward a little bit, go to 85 speed, see what the players are planning to do here. We have Market and Blacksmith coming up for Janik. He's not going for stone, so I'm assuming we're going to see monks for him. Maybe monk defense, maybe forward monks, both possible. He went up to feudal age faster, so he might try and go forward here. He's sending a lot of villagers on gold. This would indicate monk rush, so I'm expecting that for Janik. Double bricks coming in for him. Melkor is getting another villager, and there we go, clicking up to castle age. He's got 4, 5, 6 villagers now in stone, so he should be able to get that castle up. Good castle position, I guess, would be in front of this TC. If you don't want to go forward, you can afford to not cover this second stone at the start, but make sure your base is actually pretty safe. You can wall the right hand side if you really need to. And the question is, can he get some relics in? Because I'm assuming Janik is going to go forward with 2 villagers, build a monastery or 2 and maybe a siege workshop. He's not going out yet. No, there goes. Actually, gate coming up, not sure why. And a monastery inside. He's spending 30 gold for 30 stone for nothing. Double monastery on the way, also coming in. And a little bit of a scout fight, which Janik is winning. Good for Janik. Where's the castle coming up? A little bit more forward than I expected, but covering that relic, probably a good idea. The siege workshop coming up. And can Janik see the castle? He cannot see it yet. He needs to go forward once again with the scout, but only 5 HP. It's not so easy, it's a bit dangerous. We see monks on the way here for Janik, collecting the relic inside his base first. How many relics can he see? Can he see all of them? That's 1, 2, 1 on the open field, actually close to extra gold here. Don't see an extra stone. Do we have an extra stone on the map? Maybe I missed it. Maybe it's somewhere. Yeah, there's the extra stone. I can see it now. And there's the castle up, the future canoe, but 1 getting converted immediately. Nice converted for Janik. Let's see, villager-wise, Melkor is ahead by 2. Is he going to be able to grab that relic? Not for now. He didn't dare to go out. And now Janik is just going and taking the relic. The Chukunu moving out to attack the monk. Good job here. So Melkor is going to be able to grab relic number 1. And he should be able to grab this one as well over time. That means Janik should have 3 relics against 2. Still going with more monks. He's still got like 7, 8 villagers on gold. And 1 extra TC on the wood line. Decent TC position, I guess. What is he going to do? A ram's out, Mangonel is there, but what can he do against that castle? I guess go on the weak side here on the far end and try to go in. Let's see how Melkor is going to be able to defend this. Melkor is with enough stone for a second castle. Ooh, and the castle here, I would have preferred it directly in front of the blacksmith. Would have been better in my opinion. But with this castle, he's going to make sure that Janik cannot do a lot of damage. I think this castle position is a little bit puzzling, or it's puzzling for me. But it's alright, I guess. It's protecting the wood line. It's making sure that not a lot is going to happen. So Janik is not going to have an easy time to do anything in Castle Age. Thing is, Janik is ahead in villages now, and Melkor is still on stone. Not sure why. He doesn't really need a lot of more stone. He should now start to boom. And the problem for him is he's booming of 1 TC, and that's a mistake in my opinion. You need a TC on the wood line at least. He's going with a lot of Chukunu. What is the plan here? Janik is going up to Imperial Age. Is he going to try and win this in Castle Age, only losing Chukunu and maybe Siege later on? Stable now coming up. Interesting build for in my opinion. Not sure if that's the right way to go. Lightcav coming in from Melkor. He really likes his Lightcav. Of course it makes sense against all those monks that Janik has. Janik is going with Atonement right now, just in case I guess, Sanctity coming in. And I'm assuming we're going to see... Wait, do Chinese get block printing? I always confused Chinese. I think they don't get a block printing upgrade. Is that possible? Now a forward castle coming up here. Ooh, this could be interesting. Forward castle being built while Janik almost up to Imperial Age. The gate is going down. Chukunu now moving in. We're going to see a few conversions. Let me slow down a little bit. Wrong button. And there's actually a good amount of conversions here, but the castle finally coming up. And there's the Lightcav moving in now to take down a lot of monks. The castle coming up for Janik. Can Melkor actually stop this castle from going up? He doesn't have a lot of military units left. He's got 20 of them, but where are they? Probably somewhere in the back. And Janik for now has to give up on this castle. He's going to try and get it up later on. Janik is very low on gold. He's not going for any upgrades right now, but he needs to get that castle finished. He needs to get trebuchets out. And this is looking good for Melkor at this point. The Chukunu are making sure that the villagers will not be able to build this castle. I think he should even go for a tower maybe. Siege Workshop and Monastery, another Monastery coming up. That's Monastery number 5 actually. Scale Barding Armor coming in from Melkor, who is investing a lot into Castle Age. Army is not anywhere close to clicking up to him. But he doesn't really need Imperial Age at this point. Instead he's going on more stone, and he's still able to stop this castle up for now. The Chukunu don't have fully upgrades. They don't have a defensive upgrades yet. Not sure about Thumb Ring. Maybe Melkor get Thumb Ring? No. And a few more villagers being pushed away. But this is a mistake. Now the villagers moving around to try and get a few more HP on that castle. Let me actually change the point of view to see. 36%, not a lot. Mangonel might help out. Nice shot on these Chukunu. And this Mangonel is on full HP. So now the villagers are going to move there again. I think Melkor should have had a Mangonel earlier on, or maybe a few rams. Like this, the castle is about to get finished. And then we're going to see trebuchets from Janik. He is going to have 4 trebuchets. Yeah, sorry for that, got interrupted there by my lovely wife. We had lunch now, and I'm going to continue the cast here. Janik finished the castle. I hope I can get back to where I was before. Castle's up, Janik in Imperial Age, and that means Melkor needs to worry about his castles. Now first trebuchet actually on the way. The monks, 45 HP. I don't think they have any upgrades. Illumination missing, Theocracy missing, I think. Let's see from Melkor. He has enough stone for another castle, so he should have 2 for quite some time. And there we go with the petards around and the Chukunu to try and find another entrance point. The town center coming up in a very, very terrible timing. Look at this, the Lightcav moving in immediately are going to take down or try to stop a few villagers. The monks, of course, are moving in. The Lightcav may get converted, but this TC is in danger of going down faster than it went up. The Chukunu will be able to take down a lot of monks here, and TC is about to get finished by the petards. 1, 2, 3, not enough, too bad, but TC will be very low on HP already. The Chukunu have to go back right now, but I think another petard or 2, maybe a Mangonel would be fine. Like this, Lightcav could actually go in and try and raid. At the same time, the castle from Melkor is under heavy attack, and it's about to go down. Melkor is not bothering to repair it. Probably a good idea. Archer range is now coming up from Janik. It makes sense to get either the Arbalest out, which is possible, or maybe because it's investing into monks. I think Elite Skirmisher might be the better option here against the Elite Chukunu. Bodkin Arrow on the way, actually. Let's see what he's planning to do here. He could afford Elite Skirmisher now, I guess. Not sure about the upgrade cost. Is it 125 gold? Something like that. Forging and Wheelbarrow coming in right now. And a few Lightcav actually going to raid here. Chukunu gathering in the middle. And we have 31 against only 2 military units. So the monks all went down. There's 1 trap left and 1 monk. Elite Skirmisher is now on the way. This is actually not looking too bad for Melkor. He's bought himself a lot of time to maybe try and reboom, to maybe try and raid a little more. He finished that, was the gold outside, sending the villagers back now to take this gold, and he's got that extra gold in the base, which he did or did not find. He can see it right now, which is good for him. I think he missed it before. And he also can see the gold on the outside. He can see Janik's 3rd gold on the left hand side. And Janik, what are you going to do? He's sending more monks, Elite Skirmishers now, and first Chukunu actually. And there's a trebuchet to hit that other castle, that inside castle from Melkor. Melkor is repairing it with a few villagers, and I think he should send a Chukunu in. There we go. Chukunu are going to try and take down a trebuchet. Not happening because Janik's saying, okay, I don't have enough military units, let's go back here. One light cav being converted, that's not a big problem. And we have 2 rams inside the siege workshop actually. And still light cav production going on from Melkor. I think he should now consider clicking up to Imperial Age. He could afford it if he's not producing any more light cav here. And he is still going to try and win this in Castle Age apparently. Janik doing the smart thing, he's re-walled behind the TC, probably a good idea. Because he's going to face a lot of units. And again, Trebuchet is up to hit that castle. And Melkor this time going around to the other side is going to try and get rid of this TC, but it's really not worth it. I think he should try and hang on to this castle, stop the Trebuchet from hitting that castle altogether. Like this, Thumbering Ballistics coming in, Leather Harsh Armor for Janik, so he's getting more and more upgrades on those elite skirmishers. He's still missing the chemistry upgrade, and this TC is likely to go down. The villagers will die. Actually 83 villagers right now. How many of them are going to die here? Could be a lot. The Chukunu just need to stop for a minute and then they're going to kill a lot of vills. And the light cav, there's not enough of them to be able to compete with the Chukunu. And now that means only 10 villagers down. The ram is going down, 1 TC and 10 villagers for 2 rams for the light cav. Not sure if it's a good trade here. By that time, Melkor is clicked up to Imperial Age, and the Trebuchets, actually 2 of them right now, getting attacked by light cav. I like this decision, it's a good idea. And also Chukunu from Melkor moving towards Janik's base. This is a very interesting fight. Melkor is going up to Imperial Age and he should have the advantage there. Let's see, maybe we're going to see game number 7. Janik was faster to him, but it didn't really help him a lot. And like this, we have still a lot of military units for Melkor, but also for Janik right now. And Janik is chasing down the rest of those Chukunu. And that means Melkor might be behind in military numbers very soon. Actually, very close to same to equality, to equal numbers. And we have eco-wise, Melkor getting more and more farms up, looking not too bad actually. Masonry coming in from Janik. Finnish masonry, I guess so. Janik's economy is looking okay-ish. He only had 2 TC all the times, now it's 3 TCs of course, and he's not so far behind in the villager numbers. Still, Melkor in the score lead, not sure why, probably with a better eco for a long game. And now Melkor going back, he's advanced to Imperial Age. What are we going to see? Bracer and Chemistry coming in immediately. Janik doing Thumbering and Forging. And the castle is still up for now, but another Trebuchet hitting that castle. Melkor could again attack from the left hand side, and now we can see a TC for Janik on that 3rd gold. And Stables coming up from the left hand side. I'm assuming, yes, Light Cav coming in from him as well. Question is anybody going siege rams or onagers very soon? Melkor is considering elite Chukunu, and that's what's happening in the backwards castle that he has. So he has actually, he had 3 castles, it's 2 right now. He's about to lose this castle because he didn't counterattack. And Janik has a lot of military units right now. I think Melkor maybe needed to go in earlier to be able to win this game fast. Like this is going to go probably to post-Imperial Age, and could be a very interesting fight with Melkor trying to get back at Janik for the last 2 games, trying to not lose right now and go to the bronze final, which is coming up after these, after these games. But for now, opening the vaults to attack elite skirmishers. I think elite skirmishers is something Melkor should consider as well. He's got the wood and he's got the food to go for elite skirms. He could go with a lot of archery ranges. He's got one of them, I guess, Thumbering. Rocketry actually coming in, he's getting fully up to the elite Chukunu. This could be interesting. But the castle going up here for Janik in a very nice position, guarding this gold and making sure that Melkor cannot just easily walk towards this gold and take down villagers. The castle is up, and while Janik lost a lot of villagers, Melkor has to go back now. And I think Janik in a very solid position here with a lot of stables on the left hand side, those 2 castles in the middle. He's not really using his monasteries any longer. He's actually laming that extra gold. I like this idea. Mining camp coming up, but he's not going to be able here, Melkor, to mine this gold. He can take his 3rd gold on the right hand side. He's going to do that now, I guess. And what else? What do we have? We have a siege workshop coming up on the right. He wants to break that gold open, and we have a few Chukunu taking down buildings, but a little bit of a ceasefire. Elite Chukunu on the way from Janik now as well. Villager numbers pretty much the same. And while Melkor is like 1k ahead in the score, Janik is really in a comfortable position actually. He is not getting pushed or anything. They're fighting for the middle here. Very equal game for now. Elite Chukunu production going on for Janik here as well. Does he have stone left? Not sure. Yeah, that's the stone. He's got a castle, a 3rd castle actually up to protect the stone and gold. I like the idea. And with that bad map, Janik actually is playing pretty solid, pretty decent. Blacksmith, the second Blacksmith coming up, probably to get more upgrades faster. Sure, maybe for the light calf, something like that. Plate parting armor on the way. Melkor doing Blast Furnace to get the last upgrades on those light calf actually. Now the question of who can do the better damage, who can raid stronger, who is getting more economy, who's getting more gold. And I'm assuming that with 3 against 2 relics, Janik might have the advantage in the long run, but Melkor is gonna get this extra gold here. Extra stone on the right hand side, nobody's taken that yet, and Melkor also taking the second extra gold, which is inside his base, so he should have a little bit more gold. The question is, what can Janik do against that majority of gold for Melkor? And now raiding happening on the left hand side, where that TC is on the gold. I think once the castle is down, and I guess Melkor is going to get it, I think he should attack this TC next and maybe try to claim this gold. Melkor, let me see, does not have stone for another castle. Janik does, so he's going to repair this castle for quite some time, and then he's calling GG here. Wow, what? Why? No military units left. Okay, probably that's the reason. Melkor was able to mass more and I didn't see it. But Janik lost all the units here. He's about to lose the castle. And I didn't realize that he didn't have any units left. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. Again, he's got 1k wood, 1k food, 1k stone, and he was not able to mass enough units. I think he needed more lead skirmishers, more light calf, more lead Chukunu as well, which he couldn't produce faster because he only had 2 castles. But like this, Melkor is taking this game and we're going into game number 7 right now. And here it is, final game between Melkor and Janik. We have a Persians war on arena, which is interesting because Persians is really not an arena civ. Melkor doesn't have a back base, going for barracks, probably the stable coming up, but he's got a main gold pretty safe in the back. The second gold inside, far away from Janik actually, both players are really close, but this is in a bigger distance. The third gold outside, but also on the far side, one really close to space. This one between the 2 players more or less, also this one. We have the second stone forward for Melkor, and we have the main stone forward, side dish, something like that, stables up. So main gold and second gold actually pretty safe. Melkor should be happy with that, considering that he doesn't have a back base. This map is relatively good. As for Janik, main gold for him, forwardish, main stone really forward, but the second gold safe in the back, the second stone safe in the back, and an extra gold inside. He also had deer inside. I think Melkor needed to lure his deer in through this gate, which was okay, not a big problem. And the third gold outside on the far side as well. There's one more relic close to his base and one more relic on the neutral zone. We have an extra gold really close to Janik again, so he could wall this off and have like 2 more golds secured. For now, we have no stables up for Janik. Instead, town center coming up on the wood line, and I guess one maybe right here, maybe on that stone. I don't know what he's going to do. Double monastery actually coming out. This could be interesting because Persia is really not a monk rush civ. 2 scouts against 1. We know how this is going to end. Janik has to run away. He's going to go close to his monks and try to convert, but it's not happening. Stable, siege workshop, monastery. We're going to see an aggressive game here. Both are coming in from Melkor only now, and looks like Melkor should be able to secure the relics for now, but Janik is going to grab them faster because he has the monks out already. And these 2 monks should go down, but Melkor attacked the scout first. Wow, he's managing to get only 1 scout converted, and he's getting 3 monks for that. He's got 2 scouts converted for 3 monks, I think, but now Janik has a big advantage. Is that 3 converted monks plus the initial one? Probably. And now there is 2 scouts, 2 monks, a mangonel actually, but 3 monks, 4 scouts for Janik, and that means he should have the advantage. He's getting with the TC on the main gold, and a siege workshop coming up in a forwardish position. So right now, Janik is winning the relics here actually, going with only monks, light calf done for Melkor. And Janik now going to take down monks. Those monks don't have sanctity. Hello, do Persian monks get the sanctity upgrade? I'm really not sure. And now there's 2 more converted monks back converted. This monk should die, I guess. Can he convert a light calf? No, not happening. The scout's going down, and actually the 2 light calf moving in to maybe try and find another monk, find a villager. They don't have loom. Those mangonels are in danger of getting destroyed by the scouts. The monk going down first, the second siege workshop, and the scorpion coming up, but against the mangonel now from Janik. Also mangonel here, this mangonel barely getting into the gate before it closes, barely getting to the base. And right now we have 3 TCs for Janik. For Melkor, 1 TC only. He's going to push here. Now the first TC coming up on the wood line and second gold. I like the TC position. Still, Janik is losing monks to the light calf. Nice shot here. That's 2 scouts, 2 light calf for 1 monk. Now 2 monks going down, and that last light calf is going out with 2 HP. probably gonna get healed up very soon. Problem is, Melkor still doesn't have any relics as far as I can see. Janik, did he scout that part of the base? Maybe he found out about this relic only now. He is not grabbing it yet, and we're going to see a monk from Melkor coming in to be able to grab the relic first. Interesting to see. And a unit spy. I don't like this. This is better in the newer version. No, damn it! Fog of War. Now turn that unit spy off and turn the Fog of War off. No! I'm a noob! Ah, better. Sorry. Mangonel fights happening on the front. I'm a little bit tired right now, but I want to finish these games, want to finish the semi-finals really. And Melkor is able to take at least one of those relics. Does he have one or two? He has one right now. Janik is with 4 relics. Oh, that's huge. And repairing Mangonel, so Janik is in a defensive position, but he's comfortable here. He's only gonna have to fight a few Mangonels. And Melkor's push is stopped pretty much. 17 villager difference right now. Janik is a lot better at this point in the game. Did Janik scout the back of his base? He cannot see the extra gold. A little bit disappointing, I think, considering that we are in the deciding game 7 of the semi-finals, Master Arena 4. But still, he is comfortable right now. He's got a lot of villagers on the main gold. This is not looking good, to be honest. Those 2 villages are stuck forever. He's got a few idols, not a big problem because he's going up to Imperial Age, and we're most likely going to see the hand cannoneers production getting started soon after chemistry is done. No university yet for Janik, but he doesn't really hurry to get it. He doesn't really need to hurry. A mining camp coming up on the main stone. You want to get a castle up sooner or later. And now 3 mangonels hitting that siege workshop, which is repaired by 4 villagers, and still barely able to hold the HP numbers. Now stone shaft mining coming from Melkor. Melkor is probably going for more economy right now, or for a bigger push. I don't know. How do we look here? 1, 2 TCs only. This is really not the best that I've seen from Melkor. Not such a great idea to go 1 TC push. It didn't really work out. Maybe he needed a castle or something like that. That's 1 for 1. The siege workshop still being repaired. Wheelbarrow coming from Janik only now. That's really late again. So Janik not with a perfect economy. And those monks can't really do anything against the mangonels. They're just standing there to maybe heal some villagers. Problem is, Janik is up to Imp and Melkor is really not close. What is Janik going to do? Where's the university now? He forgot about the university. Oh my god, are the players nervous maybe? It's possible. Because usually you expect players to have the university by the time you hit Imperial Age. Janik probably just forgot about it. Now the chemistry upgrade coming in. And in the meantime, Janik can't really do a lot except build another workshop, a siege workshop, and maybe get another mangonel out. He is low on food now because he's doing handcart and 2 men, so a very important economy upgrade. And he's got a lot of gold in the bank. Market is up, so he could use his gold to buy some food or wood, depending on what he needs. Stable coming up here as well, maybe for some light cav later on. Melkor is now doing bloodlines and chain barding armor, so he's switching into knights probably, and he's got enough stone for a castle, which he's gonna put up in a very forward position, probably covering the main stone, or maybe even the main gold. That would be awesome, but this house is perfect. It really stops Melkor from going in, like building a castle here. Where's it going to go, Melkor? I want to see your castle coming up. The villages right now idle. 1 mangonel taking on 1 for free. Now going back here, the monastery went down, so Janik deciding, hey, I need another monastery. I need to get up a monastery to get the relics in. I want to have that gold. Melkor now going with the castle close to the walls, and the hand cannon production starting. Also 2 knights here out for Janik, looking good. Janik low on resources except for wood, but he's investing into hand cannons. It makes a lot of sense. The mangonel's going down now, and this castle is about to get finished once the knights will reach it. There's camel production now starting here for Melkor. I like this idea. The siege workshop doesn't really do a lot in my opinion, but Melkor is investing a lot into the castle age army. He's not going to be able to click to Imperial Age anytime soon. He's still behind in villager numbers, and this monk is about to get trapped and then killed by the TC, I guess. We have a few camels moving in, but the hand cannons are too strong. That monk went down though. Oh, and another monk trying to convert. Bombard cannon is out, but it's... ooh, that's not a good idea. The castle could have taken down the bombard cannon maybe. Right now the castle is under attack because you don't really need trebuchets when you have chemistry with Persians. You can go for bombard cannons like in this game. And while Melkor has a good cavalry up on the field, Janik has more military units, and Janik has the advantage of the Imperial Age army, of the bombard cannons. There is at 3 bombard cannons already. The knights and camels now moving in. There's only 1 monk, and the hand cannoneers will need quite some time to stop this army. 1 bombard cannon probably going down, the 2nd bombard cannon going down. There's 2 more remaining in this castle, still under heavy attack. The knights and camels didn't really do that much damage, and villager numbers almost the same. But Janik getting rid of that forward castle, and right now he just needs a little bit more army to break out. That being said, it's 5 military units only for Melkor. This is not looking good for him. Janik can afford to go more hand cannoneers or maybe something else. While Melkor doing elite skirmishes right now, that's a desperation move, I guess. I don't really agree with that decision, but you cannot do anything else here, so it's probably the best thing to do right now. The TC is up, Monk went down, I guessed here. Wheelbarrow coming in from Melkor now, very, very late in the game. He's got so many farms. He should have gotten that like 10 minutes ago maybe, but he didn't have the resources to do that. He was going for a push here, and I think Janik made the right decision. Go 3 TCs at least, maybe later 4 TCs. Save a 4 TC somewhere in the back. No, I think it's still 3 TCs. It doesn't really matter because he's on over 100 villagers, and he doesn't really need to hurry to get more villages up. A little bit of a wall coming up here, but the hand cannoneers, if they move to the top left, these villages are doomed. And there is still a good number of knights. Janik now doing halberdier, and that means we are going to see very weak knights against strong helps, and elite skirmishers won't really do a big difference. Melkor, good food, a good gold and stone count, low on food, low on wood. This is not looking too good for him, and he is too far behind in economy. I feel he isn't able to get enough food to click to Imperial Age, and Janik's army is getting bigger and bigger by the minute. 50 military units already, the bombard cannons now hitting pretty much everything, the stable's going down fast, the castle's up for Janik, and Melkor actually calling GG at this point. He's still got 1k4 gold, but what can you do here? Janik with a very strong performance all through the series in my opinion, maybe except for, was it game number 1, or did Melkor win the first game and then come back? I don't really remember, it's too long ago, but Janik I think deserves to go to the grand finals, while Melkor could have gotten it. He was not playing good enough in this last game, maybe he was nervous too. Melkor a really strong player, but Janik in this series a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed the semifinals. I'm going to cast the bronze finals next, I think, so we're going to see Melkor against Stark, should be an interesting series as well, and then in the grand finals, Eddie against Janik. See you next games, GG.